Rian Johnson's second adventure with world-renowned detective Benoit Blanc is upon us. It's been upon us for a couple weeks now, but let's talk about it. Apologies up front, my wife is watching the second season of Ginny and Georgia right now, so if you hear that through the wall, just don't mind it. I wouldn't say I was nervous about this movie. I think hesitant is more appropriate. I was skeptical whether or not Rian Johnson could create the same effect that Knives Out had on us, especially with a smaller and, not to discredit the Glass Onion cast, but it wasn't nearly as deep as the Knives Out cast. There was a lot more cast members, a lot higher grade actors, but I didn't know if it could be as compelling the way all the characters were interwoven with each other in the first one. Quickly after I was stressing about these things, I realized that once I got 10 minutes into this movie, I didn't care. I care, but I wasn't relying as heavily on the supporting cast as much as I was just enjoying Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc. Because his character, the character itself really is so exaggerative and like Foghorn Leghorn in a suit. Arguably one of my favorite characters of the 21st century. Is that too much? I don't really care if it's too much. I did have to adjust to his accent the same way I did in Knives Out for like 5 minutes, but then after that it's all second nature. I am more than grateful that a third film is already in the works. It's being written by Rian Johnson right now, so we don't have to sit here and hope that it gets another installment because we're good. Benoit Blanc this time around is fleshed out a lot more. You know a little bit about his backstory, and there's this trope that's played on throughout the movie where he's irritated by dumb things, and I know we all are, and you're like, well, what does that have to do with anything? It's the things that he thinks is dumb. Like the board game Clue, for example. And murder mystery kind of plays into it, but the way that it's introduced in this movie is really clever and really funny. Rian Johnson's screenplay with this, though, is so strong. I know for these types of movies, it's really common to play guess the killer, can I figure out who it is? I've watched this film, and I've watched people watch this film, and throughout, their mind changes 10 times. We all feel like an idiot because Rian Johnson is almost impeccable at non-linear storytelling. So he'll give you the movie and you'll get to a stopping point, and then he goes, you know what? No. I'm going to take you back to this point, and I'm going to point out every single thing you've missed. And then once we get back to that same point, you are going to know exactly what's going on. And it worked for me, and it worked for others, and it probably worked for you too. It's second to none. He's pulled this off consecutively in films, and each time it was done perfectly. I don't really know if you could say many negative things about these movies. And like I said, the stuff that he tends to show, it was hidden in plain sight, and you feel downright shameful for, oh wow, yeah, that was right under my nose. And just, the supporting cast is great. I didn't mean to just brush them off to the side. I love Dave Bautista. Edward Norton is not getting nearly enough credit for his role in this. Everyone's focusing on Janelle Monáe, which, you know, praise to her because she did great too, but I feel like Edward Norton just churns out good performance after good performance and no one bats an eye. Does no one like him anymore? Am I the only one? And this is completely unrelated, but he had a better Hulk than Mark Ruffalo, and I'll leave that. Upon watching it twice, I like Glass Onion a lot more than Knives Out. And if he continues on this trend, then I can't wait for the third installment. I know it's been a while and I haven't posted something for you guys, but the holidays, sickness going around my house, it seems in a cycle, and I just got over a cough. I sounded like Darth Vader all last week. I'm gonna get back to posting a lot more content for you guys. So enjoy, keep an eye out, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.